Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Now it is graduation season, and there are a lot of children who, some will go on to college, those who are in high school, some will go and learn a trade of some kind, or maybe work in their parents' businesses, I don't know. But what I do know is they are really not prepared to go out into the world, into the corporate world, uh, because as early as I think a week ago, I saw a young lady came in for an interview, and she was wearing Daisy Duke shorts. In Jamaica, we call them bati rider. They're very, very short shorts that when you bend over, you see everything, everything. And she was there for a job interview. I could not believe it. But then again, it is not the first. Many years ago, there was another young lady who came in dressed the same way. Uh, the managers there, all of the managers at the time, they were all male. So she got hired. She was hired. I'm not saying anything went on. I'm just saying she was hired, and she was hired for the lodge department. This girl knew how to do it. She fish. She does she does everything, anything. She knows how to use a rifle. She goes hunting with her dad, camping. So she was suitable for that area. They put her in the right department, and she did well for many years. She was there, and she did really well. But each time I see her walk by or say hi to her, I would always remember the day she came in for that interview. Then she actually got the job. So some people get lucky. For me, when I went for this particular company I'm with, been with them 15 years, I wore a black skirt, a white blouse. My hair was, neatly combed. Okay, no colors, no nothing, because I didn't know what they expected. I didn't really read up on the company much. I just knew that they were hiring and they were desperate for people. And knowing with my background, I knew I would have gotten hired, maybe without even an interview. Just my resume. My resume was enough. Yeah, it speaks for me. So, like I said, a lot of these people are coming in for interviews and they're not prepared at all. And that is something I believe prior to graduating, or maybe a month or two, that the teachers, there should be something in school somewhere where they could sit in for a mock interview. Is that how you say it? And yeah, and see how well they do before you send them out into the world to go look for work. Doesn't always work out for them. Okay, and when they say don't call us, we'll call you, you know what that means. And eye contact is very important, and no chewing of gum and things. Don't show your cleavage, ladies. And men, if you even wear dreads, get your hair washed properly and well groomed, pull it back in a rubber band, not all over your face. There was a kid, I remember, he also got hired. You kind of wonder what managers are thinking sometimes. This child, we could never see his eyes, and he was a cashier, and the hair came all below his eyes. So he would look between the locks or the braids or whatever. And I don't know how customers never took a survey and comment on that. But yeah. So prepare those parents who have an idea, what it's like to sit in an interview and how to, present yourself to a manager. Please see if you could talk to your children or your family members. It doesn't have to be your kids, could be your nephews, nieces, whatever. Prepare them for the interview. Let them know that it's not a party. They don't have to come all glittered up or anything. Just basic khaki pants or black pants, white shirt or baby blue shirt, light blue shirt. It's good. They don't have to put a tie on. But then again, it depends on the job, because it all depends. But just basic retail, work in any retail chain, The khaki pants and a white shirt and powder blue shirt is good, and the girls can wear maybe slacks, a nice dress, or skirt and a blouse. Okay, you don't have to overdo it. And if you wear perfume, oh my gosh, just a little, behind the ear and the pulse. That's it. Not overdone. And as for those lashes, now I know a lot of people are going to bash me for this because they too wear lashes, but it's a job interview, for heaven's sake. You don't need those eyelashes that you can't even see the person in front of you who's interviewing you. We have to get it together and, just stop the foolishness about, freedom of this and let people do what they want to. Well, if that is the case, they really need to go in business for themselves. Many years ago, it was tattoos. I know the company I work for, you had to cover up tattoos, and you couldn't wear like bright red hair, and like my hair the other day was purple. I would never gotten the job at the time. No green, no red, purple, orange. No, just basic. Either your hair is black or brown, brunette, whatever. But don't come in there all painted up and you're tattooed up in your face, on your neck, all over, under your eyes. That doesn't guarantee you a spot. There's a place for you, though. You could go and learn how to do tattoos and go and work in a tattoo shop. Yes, or a smoke shop. Places like those. But, you have to remember you're dealing with the public. And, you don't want them to walk up to you even though maybe you're wearing a uniform and ask, do you work here? Because they will. And they will look you from head to toe and says, you really work here? Yeah, that's not a good look. So prepare your family members, even just, yeah. And gentlemen, if you know someone is going on a job interview and they require a tie, I would suggest, if you know how, because a lot of these kids, they have no clue how to, polish and shine a shoe, tie a tie, they just wear sweats all the time, sweat hoodies and so on and so forth. Maybe there's some that maybe they go to church, maybe with their parents or whatever, and they might have learned a little something there. Yeah, button down, slacks and so on. But on average, children just wear sneakers and just go along any old how. Okay, so that's just my 2 cents on people who are graduating and those of you who did. I have a granddaughter that graduated college. Congratulations to all of you for sticking it out, because I know it must have been hard and stressful many days. You made it. Congratulations. Good night, everyone.